found out about vocational rehabilitation through a friend that was generally aware of my circumstance and my health condition. And they also knew about some of the services that vocational rehabilitation provides, so they helped me connect with those type of students. I'm in the medical device industry, medical device sales industries, and that requires quite a bit of travel, like walking. And over a period of years, I increasingly began to have a lot of trouble with pain in my right hip. And it got to the point where I had to have someone drive me to my appointments or my deliveries, because just sitting in the vehicle and driving for a period of time, it'd make it where I could hardly walk. And so I heard about vocational rehabilitation. I began to probably not contact there, and they assisted me on getting a total hip replacement, because my hip joint had got to the point where it was bone on bones, and it's excruciating just to move around, and it made life really difficult. Now that I've had my surgery, it's almost unbelievable to me the amount of progress that I've made physically. I can do all those things that I remember doing in the past, but had been restrained from doing because of my condition. Almost back to normal. Major advice that I would give someone who can told them cannot do something because of their disability is don't give up. Don't become hopeless. Don't let discouragement get a hold of you, because the state of Texas has some wonderful resources that they, and I'm thankful that I somehow found vocational rehabilitation dollars. They truly changed all that.
About a 9-month period, I was dealing with a back injury, dealing with responsibilities, things around the house, stuff like that. And one day my wife had told me that, hey, let's go to Texas Workforce because we need if you feel okay, if you're okay now, your back's okay, doctor released you, we need to go ahead and get a job. And the representative from Texas Workforce Solutions helped me out. And, she kept asking, hey, what kind of jobs do you want? And I couldn't give her a straight answer. Therefore, not giving her the straight answer, she noticed that, hey, you know what? With having a back injury, not sure what you're wanting to do, we're going to send you to vocational rehab. My back injury was not the only issue that I was dealing with. I was also dealing with anxiety disorder. And that came from the vocational rehab services. The career counseling that I received from vocational rehab services, Ms. Christina Garrett, really pointed me in the right direction. She gave me hope. She gave me things that were realistic jobs. Ironically, I returned back to work as a mechanic. Not knowing what I was going to face, not knowing the things that were going to come up, but Ms. Christina really gave me some resources, gave me everything that I needed. And that day that she handed me all the paperwork to look it over, they were having a job fair. And she said, hey, by the way, they are having a job fair upstairs, and you may want to consider going for an interview. And so I went for the interview, and I got the job. Once getting the job in October 2022, I'm still there today. I love it. Less labor intensive. The work environment is super great, and I get to spend more time with my family. And that right there gave me peace. I would encourage anybody that feels that's going through the helpless feeling to seek help and focus not on your disabilities, but focus on the realistic abilities.
So I had a contact in Houston, Texas, in their local VR office, and I asked about truck driving academy and different things like that. They asked my local area, and I told them that I was in Beaumont, Texas. So I got a referral from that office to the Beaumont office, to Keisha Ray. I want to thank her very much, and she's been my contact moving forward.
Thank you.
Keisha is a great supporter. I had to go get an audiogram first before I could get services and go to Truck Driving Academy. But VR did provide that academy and training for me, where I got a lot of help, and they provided interpreters, 2 interpreters every day at Truck Driving Academy. And I'm so thankful for those interpreters and their services. I've always dreamed of being just like my dad. He was a truck driver for many years, and I was able to ride with him a lot when I was younger, learn about the profession. And I knew that that's what I wanted to do in my future, and I finally made it. I have the skills from LIT, and now I'm able to do this profession for my future. Yes, there were barriers. I contacted Keisha Ray at VR, and I had been struggling with several things, trying to gather all of my documents and get everything that I would need, like an audiogram and getting a DOT physical and all the things that were required. It was such a struggle. I went through that process for 2 years, and with Keisha's help, I'm so thankful for VR working so hard for me. I was able to get everything that I needed to get my waiver.
So,
I wouldn't say there were a lot of barriers once I got to Truck Driving Academy, because everybody there was very encouraging. They were willing to help me learn, and the process there was very smooth. So once I got to school, it wasn't bad. The regulations as far as testing are very strict. I had to learn a lot of skills and be able to prove that I could do all of the things the truck driving test requires. I had to apply for an exemption, which was a federal regulation, but I had to send all of my paperwork in to the federal program. They are very strict. You'd have to follow all of their requirements and regulations and send in every little thing. And it took about 3 months, and then I finally got my letter and was so excited that I was approved. I got approved for a deaf waiver for a few different safety things and was able to go to school after that. If a person is deaf and wants to be a truck driver, I would tell them you can learn. Contact VR. Any of the VR counselors, not just Keisha, but they will be able to help you go to truck driving school and get all of your paperwork, your audiogram, because there is a way for you to be a truck driver. Some hearing people think, oh, deaf people, you're not going to be able to do it. But they wouldn't believe it. And now I'm proof, living proof, that I can do all of those things, even with the extra skills that I had that were required of me.